Good afternoon, good evening. It's Sunday night at the Mopar barn. Well, we've got a new kid on the block. So some of you probably seen some of the posts on Facebook and such, but we'd like to introduce you to the newest Mopar in the barn. Yes, and it's got a Hemi. Meet what I'm affectionately naming it is the Dirty 330. 64 330 Dodge Post sedan. And she is a full tilt nostalgia super stock car, ready to go to the track. Some neat stuff on this car. The engine in it is a 540. It is actually the last Hemi built by the legendary super stock racer, stock eliminator racer, Len Balick. And I didn't know him personally, but I've read up on him since I found out about the car. And the guy had a huge impact in sportsman racing and was very well known in the Mopar world, especially when it comes to building engines. So I'm real happy and proud to have his last baby under the hood here. Now, the car itself was built by another gentleman, but the engine and power plant he got from Lynn. So the car was completely restored inside and out. It's running a 727 transmission, race version of it, obviously. Got a beautiful super stock interior, white and red. It's a stunning color combination. It has a nice vintage Don Garlitz American tack on it. Those are really hard to find. It's a NOS unit. Carpet, seats, rear seat delete, competition cage, everything you need to take it to the track. Car is nicely restored. It's as pretty underneath as it is on top. It's got a really cool wheelie bar set up on it. It has a bracket that attaches the wheelie bar to the Dana 60 housing. So she runs on Leafs, Caltrax, Sand Tough shocks. The motor is making around 780 horsepower on 10-to-1 compression. So I'm looking forward to it. Yep, got a tag on her already. She'll see a little street duty. Pretty, isn't she? We remember a while back I had a black 330 in there with a Hemi in it, and it was really a nice car. That car went up to Wayne Shadinger in Georgia. He's already lusting off over this for this white one. We'll see how that goes. And remember the last, if those of you haven't caught up with a few last videos, so Rick Van Werden's 64 Savoy. This is such a nice car. I really enjoy driving it. So it's got a big block Mopar in it. I'll pop the hood real quick so you can get a look at it. And yes, it says 426, but it is a wedge. And she's dressed up to mimic a 426 street wedge with that chrome air cleaner and valve cover package that was available in a 64 Savoy. But she's packing a little more, 512 cubic inches with the dyno sheet at 680 horsepower on pump gas. It's the factory original color that was available that year in dark turquoise with the matching medium turquoise Gary Ball super stock interior. And yep, there's a stick coming out of the floor. It's a blast to drive. This thing makes so much torque at low RPMs. You don't need to get it much past 5,000. Because by the time you're rolling through the gears, you're clicking them off pretty good. Rotisserie restored. Gorgeous car. Painted underneath just like on top. But she's a driver. I put 300 miles on her over Memorial Day weekend. Just cruising the beach and downtown St. Augustine. Just had a great weekend with her. And stuffed over in the corner over there is the 66. That's a 66 Belvedere 2. Come out of Iowa. And she is sporting the original 318 poly, single exhaust, but it is an unrestored survivor. Paint and interior is original and mint. 34,000 miles on the odometer. When it rolled in here, it had the original 14-inch tires and wheels and hubcaps on it. We've thrown a little bit of pop to it there by putting some Steelies on it and some red lines. It's a great running little car. We're not sure what's going to happen to it, what we're going to do with it. I'd like to see a Hemi in it maybe, but it drives really good. Might just put dual exhaust on it and leave it like it is. So, but appreciate you tuning in. That's just a little update on what's in the barn the last few weeks. Stay tuned for videos and such that come up about the barn, other Mopars, car shows, and where we're headed. Y'all take care. Have a great Sunday.